So you've been away, Dave.
Yeah, I have. I spent 3 months in the States recently. Did some study with some guys, some of my favourite musicians in the world actually, which was really an honour, and I learnt a lot. I studied with like Dave Panichi and Donnie McCaslin and Will Vincent and all these guys who I've listened to for a long time, and they all gave me very detailed information, and I recorded it all. And although I didn't really absorb it all at the time necessarily, I absorbed what I could and what I wanted to. I've got it all on record and going to work through it all. There's just so much there, but they were all very generous and honest in the information that they gave. I applied for this grant to go and do some study. Great. And got to hang out with Sean, and so ended up there in New York with Sean, and he was just the most honest and generous person with his time and knowledge. We spent half a day once just kind of, I showed him one of my tunes and he fleshed out a composition and arrangement on it, and just to show me his compositional process, and gave me half of his day, and I just felt really comfortable with him, and we got to know each other really well, and he's a beautiful man. One of the best ones was actually not necessarily an obvious choice. I saw Jonathan Kreisberg with Will Vincent at Smalls, and just I just loved so for me, Jonathan Kreisberg, his improvising is so lucid. I find his ideas to be so clear. He doesn't resort to pattern-based technique material ever. He puts himself in a pretty vulnerable position in that he plays melodically all the time, and really clearly, and develops his solos in a really disciplined way. No fireworks, just disciplined melodic development, and I get a lot from that. So that was pretty up there. And then seeing Will playing this stuff that I couldn't hear, like just crazy, future music.
Future music.
Really mind-boggling stuff. And he was playing piano on that gig as well. Jonathan has him playing. Anyway, it was a good gig, and I saw Kurt and Aaron Parks at the Vanguard. That was really exciting. Through my time with Sean, I sort of realised I had enough time and money to either get some plays together with some guys, like rhythm section, and have, I guess, like a rehearsal or something, working on some of my tunes and get some feedback. That was the idea. And then I thought, well, my budget, I can have half a day in the studio, which is what we ended up with. And I asked Sean if he knew any guys, and so I got a few names, and in the end, Orlando the Fleming and Greg Hutchinson were available. We went in. We didn't have a rehearsal, and we went in, and we sort of all the music was actually being played for the first time there in the studio without rehearsal. My name's Dave Jackson, and you can catch me releasing my new EP called Cosmontology at Jazzgroove on the 16th of October. It features myself, Sean Whalen, Orlando the Fleming, and Greg Hutchinson. Come on down and snap yourself up for coffee.